Matt, how have you been?
Good.
It's been months since we
Yeah,
had
it's
a
been a
chance to
while.
talk
It's
to
been a
you.
while. That definitely. I feel good. Happy to be, amongst the guys and around the club, which is nice. Why are you saying that? But yeah, it's been good. Time's flying. So I'm happy with the journey so far. It's my reality, and I'm enjoying every moment.
Would you say that I was trying to look back at past serious injuries that you may have had in your career last night? And would you say this has been the most serious?
Yeah, this is the only serious one.
Okay.
I think.
It's kinda, yeah.
I don't know, since I was 17, like the only big ones I've had was like ankle stuff that kept me out for like a month, 2 months max. You know what I mean? But like 2 months max, meaning like 2 months and I was already playing a game. Like I was on the pitch training, but this is like my first major injury. So it was a tough pill to swallow in the beginning for sure, because like I never imagined it happening to me after for so long. So that was tough, but it is what it is. That's life. You gotta, accept the challenges and, get back stronger and, regroup your mind and yourself and keep moving forward.
Did you know Did you know right away that you had done something serious?
To be honest, yeah, I thought I couldn't move. I was like, oh my God, my leg's broken. So because I saw a massive gash on my leg, so I was like, oh damn. But then when I got to the hospital, they do the X-ray and they're like, oh, everything's fine. Like your leg's not broken. I was like, oh great. Like this is a good sign. Maybe I'll be out for like 3-4 weeks, like a massive like contusion type of thing. But then obviously when I got home, I just know something wasn't right. Like at that point, like 24 hours later, I'm like, something's not right. And then we took an MRI and then it was the knee, unfortunately. They kind of explained the injury like a car crash. Like it's so uncommon what was injured, but like that's what happened basically. It's like they're saying when you're in the front of a car and your legs are like here and the car comes and then your knee comes back like that. And then that's basically what happened, but sideways on the post. So it is what it is, it's unfortunate. It gives me a better peace of mind knowing that it wasn't non-contact. Like it's not like it was my fault where I was stupid. To be fair, I ran into a post, but you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say? I was making a play, and unfortunately I had to make the play, and then, I ran into the post. If it was maybe 2 millimeters that way or 2 millimeters that way, maybe it would just be a shin bruise or something, or it would catch my shin guard and it would compensate the impact. But it happened, and you gotta take it and move forward. So.
Wow.
I know we talked kind of in passing briefly about just how that happened. I know the fans have been dying to know, because it was kind of, it seemed like the field conditions were.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so tough to say. It's maybe I think it might have played a little factor. I knew I was always gonna go slide into that play, but maybe the pitch kind of came up on me, and then I kind of had to slide half a second earlier, or kind of take it into stride and then block the ball. I feel maybe if I didn't slip that half a second earlier, maybe I kind of would have understood all right, what's going on around me, and then I can kind of figure it out. But it happened so fast. The guy in San Jose, I forgot who it was. He took the ball really quickly because it was coming out, but he shot it really quickly, so I had to act fast. But it is what it is. That's the motto.
Matt, with where you're at right now, I can't imagine that you're not involved with the team, with the guys specifically. Is this a new leadership situation for you? And how have you been adapting to that?
Yeah, it's obviously harder. It hits harder when you go to the games and you're there at the locker room, but you're not getting dressed and getting ready. I try to encourage the guys. You know what I mean? Talk during the team meetings and kind of encourage and give confidence, and just be a vocal presence. But it's definitely different. I can't. It's harder for me to say things when I'm not on the field, experiencing these things. And I've always been a guy, if I'm not playing, I'm not going to be giving my 2 cents to a guy that's, in the grind of it. But now as I'm older, I feel I have that, merit and credit built up that like I can say these things to certain guys and kind of help them, and I just try to give confidence. I think that's the biggest thing, is just giving confidence and encouraging guys, because I feel like that's the most important thing.
It's got to be particularly hard for you, I'd imagine, for you specifically this last stretch. How have you observed this last stretch, and how have you been trying to?
Yeah, it's like I said, it's tough to say because I'm not playing, but yeah, it's the first time since I've been here that there's been a bad stretch like this. Like I said, it's hard, it's different when you're on the outside looking in instead of like being in the midst of the battle and all the playing going on. But we have a strong group of guys. We have strong leadership in Pat and Dom and Kenny and Paul Rogers and Ricky and all those guys. So I know that we're gonna hopefully right the ship very soon and get back to winning ways.
I guess in the business on your side of it, like the team is always going to change, but over the last few weeks, you've watched as the club has brought in guys that you'll be teammates with next year. I would imagine that's pretty unique, watching it happen, but not being able to play with them right away. So, I mean, teenage isn't here yet, but Cheeto is. And I was curious about what you thought about these moves at the center back position. And, this is all designed to, I mean, you're the guy back there. You will be the guy back there. What do you think about these players that will be around you?
I mean, I think that's a question for Albright. But no, I mean, look, I'm just a player. I got to just play my game and do my thing. But yeah, I feel like, whoever comes in, if it's a defender or whoever it is, I'm going to try to make them feel comfortable and help them out. It's obviously different because I can't kind of play with them and, I have to kind of, just talk in the locker room with them. But I'm always a guy that wants everyone to feel welcome, because I know how it is to go into new clubs and maybe not know certain people, or even in different countries, and you want to feel welcomed, you want to talk to guys, you want to have that that feeling of being a part of something right away. But yeah, like I said, the ownership and the front office is going to do what they think is right, and I can't tell them what's right and what's wrong. That's their job, and we'll see what happens.
Can you tell us kind of where you are in your rehab and
yeah,
I know you're obviously out for the rest of the year, but
I'm 9 weeks post-op yesterday. I'm basically just doing a lot of strength just to get the quad back firing and get my strength back. I mean, in the ideal world, I feel like I can start jogging and running in 3 to 4 weeks, like the 12-week mark, 13-week mark is where they told me. And then, I mean, in an ideal world, I can just be training on the pitch, individually, like in November, mid-November, late November, and then December is going to be massive for me, getting back to full speed. And then January, the plan is to hit the ground running with the team. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, that's the plan, that's the idea. But I'm taking it day by day and seeing, how I feel, where I'll be at. Knowing that I'm out for the year. Like, there's no rush in getting back by like end of November or middle of November. Like, I can take my time, and if I feel good one day, I can push it. If I don't feel good, I can take a rest. So that's been good. I think the club has been really good with me when I was in New York with HSS, and then now when I'm here with the rehab specialist here, I've been really taken care of, so I can't complain at all.
You were coming off the Defender of the Year season. You were playing at a high level at the time of your injury. Do you have, are you pretty confident you'll be able to get back to that level? Like, is there anything on your mind?
No. Those are fair judgments to make. That the plan is obviously to come back stronger. I did a little bit of research after my injury and saw all right, what players or what defenders or what top players have had long-term injuries and big injuries. And to be honest with you, I didn't realize how much players had a long-term injury in their career once or twice. So then I saw players I look up to or know at a high level, and they've come back even stronger. So I'm like, all right, like, if they can do it, I can do it too. You know what I mean? So I feel good. I feel strong, and it's not even like a 12-month or it's a half a year injury. So I feel good, and the doctors have given me really good feedback. You know what I mean? I think Riley Williams did my surgery in New York, and he's one of the best in the world. So he gave me really good confidence about how it went and how my rehab was going. So I feel good, and it's all up here. If I put my mind to it, I know I'll get back to the same level, if not better. So, yeah.
Matt,
one more here from Pat and Carter, and we're up.
were you able to? You just mentioned the research you had done. Were you able to talk to any of those guys, or
no, because it was like Van Dyke and like I was gonna say that, okay. But no, I've had friends in the past that have had major injuries, knee injuries specifically, that I've played with in Europe, and even a couple guys here. Like Nick had his meniscus done as well, so it's possible. Like it's a high chance that you're gonna come back like even better as well, because I can just really focus on just like every part of my body, like improving in every aspect, and then even having like the time where I'm gonna have like 1 or 2 months on the field. Like it's about getting up to speed, but like I can start doing little things in my game where I can focus and improve like certain aspects. So when sometimes during the season you don't have that time because you got to recover, and recover game, and now I can just and then off season is like, all right, now I rest, but now I have like a 2-month period I'm gonna be on the field, and like you gotta get creative on what to do and how to do drills, and I'm excited for that. Actually, I'm excited to do that, to be honest with you. So yeah, everything happens for a reason, and gotta come back stronger.
You mentioned Nick having a similar injury at one point, and you never obviously wish for a teammate to also get hurt. But has having him rehabbing at the same time as you been a help? How has that been being with him?
Yeah, no, he's probably my best friend on the team. So having him obviously when he went down, I was like, no, and then we found out he had a long-term injury as well. But I'm hoping for him to be back still by the end of the year. I mean, in an ideal world, I know he's not going to say it, but I know he's a strong healer, and he's a good guy in rehab. So I know he's pushing, and I want him to. I still believe in that he'll be back by the end of the year. So I'm putting that pressure on him, but I'm gonna tell him after this. I'm like, well, you gotta get back now. But no, he's a guy that he's probably. I've been in a lot of locker rooms over my career, and he's probably top 3, if not the best teammate I've ever had. So, let alone friend, but teammate. So, it's been great, having that, banter and atmosphere in the rehab room with him, and kind of, making it fun. Sometimes, you're in there for a long period of time, and you're stressed, and, it's boring, but, having him, we can joke, we can have fun, we can enjoy. So that's been good. So, yeah.
Matt,
cool.
thank you so
All
much.
right, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Good to see you.
You too, guys.